listeners. I wanted to thank you for your patience yesterday. We had some things around here we had to organize and clean, including the beautiful oil shelf. So now that we're all clean and organized, let me get caught up on post number 2 for the 101 guided intro. So I just wanted to kind of back up to post number 1 quickly and kind of talk for a sec about the compensation plan. And I know you're just starting to wrap your brain around that. But really start to visualize like where you're setting your sights for 6 months from now, for a year from now. What could you do with a silver or gold income this fall that you're not able to do right now? My goal is to hit silver sometime this summer. Not quite sure when that is yet, but that I know it's going to happen. So start to really visualize yourself at that rank, that silver, gold, platinum rank, and start to think about what you might do with that type of an income. Would you cut back your current job? Would you maybe plan a trip? Maybe pay off some debt? I know all of those things are running through my brain all the time. So moving forward, let's talk about some myths that come along with this business. As you folks know, essential oils have been around for thousands of years. They date back to the Egyptians. There's evidence of them in hieroglyphics about 5,000 years ago. So the Egyptians used a lot of resins and particularly frankincense and myrrh as part of embalming. And a fun fact, actually, in 1975, the Indus Valley civilization found a primitive still, like an essential oil still for extracting the oils, and it dated back to the Bronze Age, which is about 3000 BC. So that's really neat that it goes back that far. Hippocrates used essential oils in his treatments. He loved lavender and used it a lot. Also, we all know the thieves' story, the bubonic plague, and apothecaries being protected against disease because they used herbs and essential oils to protect themselves. So those are a whole, it's not a trend. We're not just showing up here because we like leggings. We're showing up here because there's something real behind these. Also, Young Living itself is 23 years old. It was established in 94. And it's seeing the most growth ever up to this point. And some animals that needed to come into the room here. So Young Living is 23 years old, growing like crazy. We just hit 1 billion in global sales, and we're growing more and more every day. So get that out of your head. Essential oils are not a trend. They're not some new holistic cure-all diet thing that's gonna flash in the pan and be gone tomorrow. No, Young Living has set a really strong foundation to ensure that they're going to be around for years and years to come, and they have set the foundation and set the bar, and are constantly raising the standard and challenging other companies to meet their quality. Which leads me to my first busted myth. All essential oils are created alike, correct? Not correct. Exactly why I'm here right now, exactly why I represent Young Living, is because not all essential oils are created equal. So we know about the 4 different grades of oils. Grade A, the one true therapeutic oil, pure throughout the bottle, made from organic plant matter. And then we have B, C, and D. And to me, I don't even distinguish amongst those others because they're all fillers. They can get thinned out anyway. They can get bought and sold from brokers internationally and then modified every step of the way. The seed to seal process doesn't exist for a lot of these other companies, and definitely for the other grades of oils. No one takes the care and love and has quality held on such a high pedestal as Gary Young and Young Living. He hires professionals to make sure that the science is still spot on, and he goes on beyond organic in his farming practices. So no, not all essential oils are made the same. I don't ever recommend ingesting any other oils except ours, because we know the process it takes to make them. It goes from the plant into the bottle to your doorstep. Done. So another misnomer is that, especially in the beginning, I think I have a little bit of this. When you first get your kit, you want to share with your friends, but you're like, oh man, I don't know anything. And so you think maybe you have to be an expert to share with your friends, and that's just not true. Start sharing what you do know. You do know your kit. You do know the 11 oils in your kit. 12 if you buy this month because of the tangerine. You can start there. You also know that every kit comes with your product guide. And Young Living has taken a lot of the headache out of running a business by doing all the admin for us, right? So 2017 is on its way. But this is a great physical tool to show you some of the uses of some of these oils. Also, anyone who signs up through me should have been sent a link for a reference guide. I use my reference guide multiple times a day. I don't ever really expect to be a quote-unquote expert, because there's always going to be something changing, and there's always going to be more knowledge to learn. I mean, until I hit the level of, Jen O'Sullivan in knowledge, which who has time for that? I'm not going to be an expert. I'm constantly growing and learning myself. And so I think more than being an expert, you need to be an expert of tools, of where to go to get your information. Is it a pocket reference guide? Is it one particular website that you like? Is it the app that I sent you? Is it making notes in your product guide? Take this, write on it. Use this as your textbook if you want. There's so many other resources. There's French Aromatherapy by Jen O'Sullivan. There's many ways to get information and help you guide your people towards the answers that they're looking for. And again, remember, everybody is different. So you might have to work through one or two things if you're working on a particular area of support. You might have to work through those things. So, it's not exact. You have to constantly keep researching and tweaking. So no, you do not have to be an expert to share with your friends. In fact, Don't wait till you're an expert to share with your friends, because then no one will have oils. The next myth I would like to bust is that it's expensive to live an oily lifestyle. And I used to believe this. I did. It's why it took me so long to stop buying oils at Rite Aid or Hannaford and join a company. It was a misnomer I had for a long time that you have to spend a ton of money in order to get results or build up a good inventory, and that's just not the case. As we know, everyone starts with the starter kit and you build from there. You set yourself a monthly budget, you switch and ditch the products in your home over to Young Living, you start earning money back. And that, honestly, today, actually, I ordered 3 bottles of outdoor oils. So I ordered a eucalyptus, I ordered purification, and I ordered lemongrass. Even though I have some purification in lemongrass, I know it's going to be a long summer and I don't want to run out. So while it's still early in the summer, I went on Essential Rewards and I redeemed some points because I wanted to make sure that my outdoor times were, I had the tools to support my outdoor times. So, good morning, Ange. We're just talking about how it's not expensive to live an oily lifestyle if you budget and you switch and ditch the products you were going to buy at Target over to your Essential Rewards every month. It's very doable. It's very doable, and you're getting the highest quality plant-based products out there. So it's just not, it doesn't have to be expensive. It can be expensive. Be careful, because as Angie and I know, the premium starter kit is a gateway drug to more oils. So you of course have to show restraint if you are on a budget, but that's part of why you're here, right? To increase your monthly budget in all aspects of your life. Exactly. I actually have curbed my impulse spending by quite a lot between this and Amazon. I'm really enjoying sticking to my budget. Another myth that pops up every now and then is that people think, oh, essential oils smell great. They're kind of, for smelling good and, calming you down or whatever, for aromatherapy only. And as we know, that's not the case. You can support your body in many ways other than just diffusing. I rub oils on my body all day long. There are many absorption points on your body. So the app I mentioned, the reference guide app, has a section where there's VitaFlex points. And so you can tell where to apply an oil based on the system you're trying to focus on, the body system you're trying to focus on. So you have the aromatherapy way, which is to diffuse, right? You have topically and you have internally. We have grass vitality oils so that we can talk about ingesting essential oils to support our systems. I ingest grapefruit all day long. I wake up with Ningxia Red. Actually, I wake up with my peppermint shot, and then I do a pouch of Ningxia Red with a couple drops of lemon to kind of get things going, and then I have grapefruit all day long, and then tangerine or orange at night. So if essential oils were aromatherapy only, I wouldn't be getting benefits from that, taking that internally, right? But I know that's not the case. We know that taking oils internally or putting them topically on specific points of your body help support systems in a different way than if you were to just inhale them. However, I do inhale I self-diffuse a lot because I love how they smell. And it hits your limbic system faster. It hits your limbic system in about 3 seconds when you inhale. Okay. Lastly, let me just throw a few little fun facts your way. So these have to do more with about how much raw material it takes to get the oil extracted out of it. So 60,000 rose blossoms provide only 1 ounce of rose oil. Lavender is considered abundant because 220 pounds will provide 7 pounds of oil. Jasmine flowers, listen to this. Okay, this blows my mind every time I read this. Jasmine flowers must be picked by hand before the sun comes up hot on the very first day they open. This makes it one of the most expensive oils in the world. It takes 8 million hand-picked blossoms to produce 2.2 pounds of oil. Oh my gosh. And for frankincense, it takes 3 weeks to extract that resin by hand. So these are my fun facts and busted myths. I hope they help you a little bit start talking about oils and kind of meeting those myths head on. Oh, the last one, I really wanted to talk about this first. Biggest busted myth. You can't make money with network marketing or multi-level marketing companies. People still believe that. People still believe that pyramid scams exist, and they just don't. 20% of millionaires made their money through working their way up through a multi-level marketing company. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but you can get rich. You just have to put the time in. And you're here. You're here learning, and so you're taking those steps. You're taking those steps to enter those ranks of earning financial freedom. So thank you all for joining me today. I know most of you will be watching this on the playback. I will kind of summarize this and pop it on to this post so that you can kind of reference it by reading it as well. And I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday. I'll have one more post for you this afternoon. Bye.